Unfortunately, the last day of the tour has come and we are here at the Bairnsdale International. Not something I would recommend to stay at.
So, Friday morning, and we're here in Bairnsdale, ready to take off. Off we roll. Craig the sweep.
Crossing the Mitchell River.
Look up what that river is for.
And soon enough we have our first regroup, given we were all fairly spread out when we left the Brisbane International.
Loud to the clouds. Quickly back into rural country, farmland. We just turned off the highway onto Duncan Road. Let's see what that is like. Greg was promising us some roads in the morning. Continue through beautiful countryside.
And after some nice backcountry roads, we were finally hitting the dirt first time.
But that's beautiful, yeah.
I had finally caught up with Brett again, and you know what that means.
All good?
Yeah.
They're always a bit slow in taking off in the morning, aren't they?
Yeah, there was a bit of trouble back there.
What's it?
Sort out.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, real sharp.
Hope it doesn't cut our route short.
Oh,
Hope it doesn't cut our route short.
nah.
No. We don't have to be there by 3 o'clock. Stuff that.
You don't pay my rights, that's the problem.
Another graded track. Have caught up to another group of riders. That's interesting. Ah, no. That wasn't right here. That was. I thought there was another group of riders on the way here. Oh, there's a bit of a windy, rocky road again. Had a few sort of dips into what could be crossings, water crossings if it was more wet. But hadn't been raining enough to fill up the rivers. Uh,
Beautiful country.
what's that?
Beautiful country.
Ah, it's amazing, isn't it? Gosh, it looks so great.
As usual, Radar had selected a good mix of bitumen and dirt, and here we are coming into Buchan in a minute, where we would have our morning tea break. I made some changes to my settings on the bike in Buchan. I selected a softer ride mode for the bitumen and selected the constantly up position for the enduro mode. Suggestions that Brado had made, and it certainly felt a lot stickier on the bitumen. We are now heading north on the Gillespie Road, which changes its name to Snowy River Road here in Victoria, which then becomes the Berry Way, as many of you will know. Where the road changes is the turn off to McKillops Road, which leads across to the Bonang Highway via McKillops Bridge, something I was really looking forward to. As you can see, I'm taking the chance to take some footage of the other riders, making my way to the front of the queue again. just had perfect weather to enjoy the marvelous scenery here. And then I had Breddo in my side again.
That was good to open it up.
Yeah,
Free run there.
I have to admit, I'm not as comfortable if it's just poor speed, you know, like getting up to. I like the twisty bits better.
Slower, tighter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
high speed, because there was a few bends there, you could just see around it.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know. I saw you take off. I thought, shit. So we are on the road to McKillops Bridge now. Brett was saying it's about 20 kilometers of dirt coming up, and then we are at McKillops Bridge.
And then we were back on the dirt again for the first time since Buchan.
Oh no, I don't want to do that.
And having changed my enduro settings, I should really have been a bit more slower and careful.
Oh.
I knew straight away something was wrong when my foot was bent backwards here, and this was the result. So for the rest of the ride, I was certainly feeling a little bit discomfort.
That is magnificent. Look at that. Beautiful.
At least I was still riding and could enjoy the magnificent views. And I was certainly taking it a little bit slower for a while. And then I decided to follow Skip for a while on the way downhill.
Spectacular, don't I?
As we were coming down, you could see glimpses of the Snowy River on the side. And then we finally arrived at McKillops Bridge.
Oh,
Yes, putting weight onto that left foot was certainly not feeling great.
Front. Follow. 3, 2, 1.
I thought, great, drone is set. I'll get some really good footage here crossing McKillops Bridge. And at the start, everything seemed to be going all right. Little did I know that the drone wasn't following me at all, but was indeed following Jono.
no drone there? No. That's my drone. It was meant to follow me.
He's left you.
Where is he?
And here's the footage of the drone when I left McKillops Bridge on the western side. It lost its focus and then was patiently waiting for the next rider to come, which happened to be Jono. The next time I saw it, it was hovering in front of Bretto's helmet.
Where's my drone? Well, it was meant to follow me, but it followed you. It's all about.
This close as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right, we are following the Snowy River now for a while here, and obviously beautiful views.
The river we are following since leaving McKillops Bridge is actually not the Snowy River, but is the Dedic River, with the Snowy River winding its way up north towards Jindabyne. Nonetheless, the scenery is absolutely amazing here. As we were coming closer to the Bonang highway, we were riding through the little village of Delignora, or maybe it's called Delignora. And this was the last bit of dirt for the day, as we were hitting the Bonang highway. As we were getting closer to Delegate, we crossed over into New South Wales and crossed the Delegate River. The countryside looked quite different here, more open farmland again. We were now getting on the final bit and hit the Mount Dara road.
I don't really think there's any ice here at the moment. 11 degrees.
The road conditions started quite good, but then soon after, clouds were covering in and it actually got a little bit wet on the road.
Yeah, we're getting into Merimbula now. Sort of like just coming through the areas outside. Some farmland, yeah. Merimbula, 8 kilometers. Merimbula, welcome to
Merimbula is located on Lake Merimbula, which we're crossing here, a freshwater lake that is fed by Boggy Creek and spills into the ocean into Merimbula Bay. Merimbula Bay is protected by Long Point, especially from northerly and easterly winds.
Here we are, Pelican Mountain. Ooh. Room 5.
5.
Just over there. No, I have to kick someone out because they're parked in front of my room.
And this is another tour finished with a nice dinner at Monty's. It's been a great tour, despite the little mishap.